I wish that they had more games internationally. But I love the fact that they opened up in Dublin. The game was at 12. It was Iowa State versus K-State or Kansas State. And Iowa State won, really controlled the game. K-State did come back and they were fighting for it, but really Iowa kind of just held the standard for the whole game, and then it was just like a good thing. Afterwards, there was a father and a brother broke out in a fight, Clemson LSU game, because that game is going to be, it's going to be one of the big staples. This is going to be one of the games of the years. I just feel it. The Brian Kelly and the Dabo Sweeney, going back and forth. The players are ready, trying to figure out, the argument of who and what's the real Death Valley. Even though they're saying Clemson is the real Death Valley because of the when it was named and how it was started, but LSU was like, no, we're the, so back and forth. I think they're really going to turn it up. It's probably already sold out. It's going to be one, and it's a night game. Okay, Death at the End of Lights is something crazy. He is 66 years old. He is a retired accountant, and he is an LSU freshman. And he tried out for the band and made the band and will be playing the tuba in the band. How amazing is this? How amazing is this? When I saw this come across my feed, I said, oh, I gotta talk about it. This is so cool, so amazing. When I say I feel like he gave me a second wind. He gave me a feeling of it's never too late to do something. It's never too late to chase after your dream. It's never too late to go after, your goals. Because at 66 years old, as a freshman, you can join the band. He was a Florida Gator, great quarterback, went into the NFL, maybe wasn't so great at quarterback, but he was really big on his faith. He has a foundation that he currently works with, really does a lot with that foundation. And now I'm learning that he is part owner for a lot of different ECHL teams. He's really into hockey. And as of late, this newest news is that he's going to be a co-owner in a team that is being built in or being established in Augusta, Georgia. He is the part owner of the Tahoe Night Monsters, which is also in the ECHL, and it's an expansion team. And then he holds a limited partnership in the Jacksonville Icemen, also ECHL hockey team, and the Savannah Ghost Pirates, another ECHL hockey team. So he has his hand highly involved in hockey. For the storyline and building it up to the ta-da moment, I don't really know. I'm thinking that this would have been handled by now. I'm thinking that by the time they got to this game, this final preseason game, that maybe he wasn't playing, but he would have at least been in the jersey. He wouldn't have been showing up eating no nachos. He darn sure wouldn't have been asleep over there on the therapy table over there. He was ready to go. He wasn't there for it. He said, listen, again, I'm just here so I don't get fined. And then the coach after, of course, the media's going to ask. He's like, we'll have a conversation with him after. I'll have a conversation with him about it. What you going to say? Don't sleep on the table next time? Okay. It feels like they're going through a divorce and it's a nasty divorce. But then again, you're like, maybe they're going to go through marriage counseling and the divorce is going to be called off and it's not going to happen. So it's really like they really have taken it to where you're literally on the edge, just thinking about what's going on and what's going to happen. But we shall see. The regular season is here. Then if you're going to get them back, don't get them back right then. Don't get them back right then. You got to get them back when you're playing. You got to get them back some type of way. Okay? You don't just get them right at the time. So I think he has to learn how to control his emotions a little bit. But there's nothing that y'all can say or do that's going to make me not like Shilo. There is nothing that you're going to be able to do. This man, he's not a kid. This man has been the most upbeat, positive, just grateful, excited person since being signed to the Bucks. What it was meant to be. Was it quite harsh of getting waived? Maybe, sure, but they're in the position right now of cutting down their team to get to that 53-man roster. So maybe he wasn't going to make the roster anyway. Maybe he wasn't going to make the roster because at one point I did see that he was, fourth on the depth chart for his position. So maybe he wasn't going to make the roster, but he could have probably made the practice squad if that was the case. Or maybe he was going to make the roster, but as a rookie, you're trying to make this team, you have to stay focused because that tight end may already be on the team or may already have a better shoe-in on his side of the ball, his team. You got to focus on what you got going on right in front of you, and you cannot let people get you out of your character. Really, my unpopular opinion is that Shedeur has come with so much media attention, so much revenue, so much, eyes on the Cleveland Browns that it's actually good for their marketing. They want Shedeur for their marketing. They don't want him to play. They don't really want him there. Kind of clear based off the game that we saw, right? They don't really want him there. But they need him there in terms of the money and the revenue and the marketing. So how could you get rid of the one guy who was not your third string, who was not your third round pick, who's not one of your veteran guys, who's not one of the guys you traded for to get, this is your fifth rounder that you have, and he is bringing all of the attention and the eyes and everything on your organization. So he's so good for your marketing and everything, but you really don't like him and you don't want him to be there. You don't want him to play. But how could you give up the main guy who's helping drive your market value up right now? Right? I'm not one to say I told y'all so and that I didn't see it coming, but I did call it. I did say that Anthony Richardson was going to have some issues with his job because the way that it was going, for them to feel like they needed to bring in some competition to begin with, should have already told you and let you know what type of time they was on. I love that he said he just respect the decision. If they feel like he's better for the position, then that's what he got to do. He got to respect it. However, you need to respect yourself enough to know that this shouldn't even have happened, because it should have been first one in, last one out. But he retweeted a tweet and it said, "It's all about Jesus." And the people went crazy. I'm gonna go retweet it, because if it's all about, why are we mad that he's retweeting a tweet that says it's all about Jesus? Y'all don't like Jesus? Like, what? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I could see if it was something political. I can see if it was something that was just like out there. I can see if it was anything else. Anything else. Y'all are mad that he retweeted a tweet about Jesus. If you don't believe in Jesus or you don't believe in God, that's okay. But why are you mad at somebody else? Are you really just mad because you do not like to see Black people being conservative? They're not even in the same weight class. They say and are calling it an exhibition, so kind of like a preseason. The first star in his prime to face Paul. Obviously, you know that the money is going to be there. What are we doing? Tank, what are we doing? I didn't expect to see this. I think a lot of people were expecting to see Tank come out with his next fight being Roach. I don't think that they expected this. So a lot of the people are, saying that he is, running away, hiding out or whatever. So